And then they start worshiping Molech, passing their children through the fire. Can you imagine that? Putting their child, their living child, and burning them alive. How angry was God with them? So some examples of God carrying out his promise, you could find it in Judges. Turn to Judges. I want you to look at this. Turn to Judges chapter 3, starting at verse 5. So here it says, and the children of Israel, so we're at Judges chapter 3, verse 5. It says, and the children of Israel dwelt among the Canaanites, Hittites and Amorites, and Perizzites, and Hivites, and Jebusites. And they took their daughters to be their wives, and gave their daughters to their sons, and served their gods. And the children of Israel did evil in the sight of the Lord. Keep that in mind. And the children of Israel did evil in the sight of the Lord. You're about to hear that quite a lot. And forgot the Lord their God, and served Balaam and the groves. Therefore the anger of the Lord was hot against Israel, and he sold them into the hand of Cushan, Reshatham, king of Mesopotamia. And the children of Israel served Cushan, Reshatham, 8 years. And when the children of Israel cried unto the Lord raised them up a deliverer to the children of Israel, who delivered them, even Othniel, the son of Kenaz, Caleb's younger brother. And the Spirit of the Lord came upon him, and he judged Israel, and went out to war. And the Lord delivered Cushan, Rishatham, king of Mesopotamia, into his hand. And his hand prevailed against Cushan, Rishatham. And the land had rest 40 years. And Othniel, the son of Kenaz, died. And the children of Israel did evil again in the sight of the Lord. And the Lord strengthened Eglon, the king of Moab, against Israel, because they had done evil in the sight of the Lord. And he gathered unto him the children of Ammon and Amalek, and went and smote Israel, and possessed the city of palm trees. So the children of Israel served Eglon, the king of Moab, 18 years. But when the children of Israel cried unto the Lord raised them up a deliverer, Ahab the son of Gera, a Benjamite, a man left-handed. And by him the children of Israel sent a present unto Eglon, the king of Moab. So you see here, I'll show you some more examples. In Judges chapter 4, it says, and the children of Israel did evil again in the sight of the Lord, when Ehud was dead. And the Lord sold them into the hand of Jabin, the king of Canaan. In Judges chapter 6, verse 1, and the children of Israel did evil in the sight of the Lord, and the Lord delivered them into the hand of Midian 7 years. Judges chapter 10, and the children of Israel did evil again in the sight of the Lord, and served Balaam and Ashtoreth, and the gods of Syria, and the gods of Zidon. And Judges chapter 13, verse 1, and the children of Israel did evil again in the sight of the Lord, and the Lord... Do we see the pattern here? Do we understand what's happening? Well, what God said, listen, if you do this, this is what's going to happen. What happened? They did it, and look what happened. They got sold into slavery. Again and again and again and again. But you see the everlasting mercy of God. How after the first or second time, I'll probably be done. So you go out and you start passing your kids through the fire. You start worshiping these false gods, and you forsake me. So I send you into slavery, and now you repent and you come back. I let you free. Some time passes, and then you do the same thing again. Then you repent, and I let you free. And again and again and again and again it happens. And we think, man, Israel, those people are wild. Those people are crazy. But then we have to look at ourselves as well, because there are times in our lives where we mess up, and we continue to mess up. And God has mercy on us as well. So understand that God's mercy endures forever. But there are consequences for your actions. See, once again, it was never God's will for any of this evil to fall upon man, but we continue to bring punishment upon ourselves because of our sin. So this is the end of part 1 of this lesson. Slavery, does God approve of it? The reason why I think that this is important is because, like I said, from my evangelistic work, I've come across many people who hold this as one of the breaking points of them not becoming saved. Why they don't even believe that God exists, because they think that he condones something as horrible as the slavery of the African American race. But God does not condone that type of behavior. Okay, God simply regulated what was happening in the past. And also, God also gave a warning to the Israelites not to fall into the hands or fall for the false gods of other nations. And he gave them a fierce consequence in order to keep them away from that evil. These people were burning their children alive, sacrificing them to false gods. God did a good thing by providing such a severe consequence for that type of behavior. So God does not condone the slavery that we know, the slavery that we hear about, that we read about, that happened to our ancestors. God was simply regulating something that was a result of man's sin. This lesson is yours. If there's anybody here that is not a member of the Church of Christ, you can be today. By hearing, believing, repenting, confessing, and being baptized, you will be added to the Lord's church, as it says in Acts chapter 2 and verse 47. If anybody is subject to that call, won't you come? While together we stand and sing.
Without you, Lord. Without you, Lord.